in this beautiful book that you wrote, you had to write it twice. Tell us about what happened.
Yes,
what happened?
Yes. So whenever we're doing ministry for the Lord, right? You know, there's always an enemy that's trying to attack that. And so in our case, the last few months prior to submitting the book to OSV, we had a lot of spiritual warfare in the form of Troy was traveling a lot. He happened to be traveling a lot at that season of our life, those last 4 or 5 months before the book was due. And then we had 2 car accidents. We just had a miscarriage, a lot of very serious life events, right? So stuff that, you know, things that we've all gone through at different times, but it was a lot.
All happening right now.
Yes, yes. And then it kind of culminated in the night we went to submit the book to OSV. We had the book saved on my computer, on the hard drive, and then also in the cloud, and we went to submit it, and my computer just crashed. And you can you can explain the technology.
But you're the computer guy.
I am the computer guy.
How could you stop that from happening?
If only I could have. No. So we had the whole book saved in 2 places, locally on the hard drive, and also in Microsoft OneDrive in the cloud. We also had, out of the 365 daily devotions, maybe about 20 of those on a flash drive. That was sort of a working flash drive we had. When we went to submit the book on the hard drive, I got the blue screen of death, which for anybody who knows,
like a bomb falls, comes down. I used to get those.
The entire screen went blank and died. And then
it's amazing. I'm getting scared. I'm thinking about things like that.
We were scared in the moment. Thinking about it. So we rebooted the computer. Unfortunately, it was not there. There was a ghost image on the desktop. Click the ghost, nothing happened. So the bottom line is that hard drive, that local copy was lost.
Oh my gosh.
Then we had the whole second copy up in the cloud, right? And the cloud, of course, is unrelated to that local desktop. We went to go retrieve that, and it was also gone. And the way that OneDrive at least worked when we used it was that you delete a file, it goes into the recycle bin for 30 days, and it's recoverable for up to 30 days, but from 31 and beyond, it's unrecoverable. So it's gone in both places. We happen to have a dear friend from our local former parish in Illinois who was a former forensics computer scientist for the Secret Service. He had all of the latest and greatest software in his home office computer. So he said, let me borrow your laptop for 30 days or more. Let me take a look at it. He took it, he studied it, and discovered that a malicious virus had been found and written that specifically and only uniquely attacked that one file.
Oh my
on our local hard
goodness.
drive, right? And so that at least explains how we lost it locally. But what about Microsoft, right? What about the server in the cloud? So we took it to Microsoft's help desk. We did some more research. We discovered yet a second virus that had been written such that any file deleted from our OneDrive username would not be retrievable for up to 31 days after going to the recycle bin, which by default meant we could not recover the book.
What a nightmare.
So we lost it in 2 places. We had to rewrite it. Fast forward, our Sunday visitor was kind enough to publish the book. We also received a, I'm going to call it hate email. There was some message sent to OSV saying, don't publish the book and all of that kind of stuff. And thankfully, the publisher looked past it. But it was a lot of spiritual warfare. Yes, they were very gracious.
Well, it's kind of like you go to them and say, it's like the dog ate my homework.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
Like, how did this happen?
Yes, it was very, very devastating.
Wow, Lord have
but
mercy.
Fast forward, it ended up, and then COVID hit, and so it was a long process from beginning to the end, 5 years.
When you purchase the book, there's no chance it'll disappear. Because we're only going to promote this book.
Thank you.
No, it was all in God's time.
Wow, that is an unbelievable story.
So we had to literally rewrite it, but we felt like the Lord, it definitely strengthened our marriage, and I think it's much more beautiful the second time around. As he said, OSV was very understanding,
and I want to say something. I want to say thank you to OSV for being so patient, for being willing to stick by us and to publish this book. And from day one, we always believed it's God's will.
Yes.
And thanks be to God. Our book's doing very well on Amazon. So I want to thank everyone who has purchased the book. And for anyone who's interested, it's thanks be to God doing well. So.
Well, we had Scott